could you share more about Tantra of living and dying? This course, what name is really really strong. So what it is all about?
Yeah, I think for our ears a very strange combination. Tantra, in general, in society, is associated with sex because, especially our sexually repressed society needs meditation, awareness to make that more free, more. It can actually be used to become more aware, to become more authentically yourself. Tantra simply means method and expansion of consciousness. Tantra are methods for every part of your life, from breathing to eating to having sex, relating, listening, looking. Every aspect of life, there is a tantra, and there is a method to experience this expansion, to experience this oneness with existence. Tantra of living and dying, because in Tantra, when you look minutely at breathing, for example, when the first thing that we do when we come into life is to breathe in. The last thing what we do in life is we breathe out. And in our normal everyday mind, the first breath is being born and the last breath is dying. Tantra says this process of coming to life and dying, disappearing, happens with every in-breath and out-breath. Every in-breath and out-breath. But we never are able to look so minutely because our mind creates a film in front of our eyes. And through that film it looks like life is a continuum. But in reality, life is a continuous living and dying, being born and dying, being born and dying. The baby that I once was is gone. The young man that I once was is gone. The old man that I am now will be gone also sometime. And Tantra says this happens, this dying and being reborn happens continuously. So through particular meditation methods, you can experience dying. You can experience what Tantra calls dying. It's a dying of the ego, it's a dying of the personality, and that is on one side when you look from life. When you look from the other side, it's an expansion of consciousness, it's a melting with existence. So instead of death being a calamity that happens at the end of your life, Tantra says it happens from your very first breath. It's something that grows with your life. And by experiencing that consciously, the fear of that final let go disappears. And when that fear disappears, death can be a liberation. Death can be a final let go, as Tantra says, the ultimate orgasm with existence, the ultimate oneness with existence. So, by doing the meditations of that process, one is that the fear of death disappears. Two is that by becoming more acquainted with what life and death actually is in your daily activities, there's more joy, more expansion, less contraction, less stress, and you start enjoying every aspect of life. Just breathing is wonderful. Just eating is wonderful. Just being with bird sounds is an expansion. It's like it's just a very, very beautiful process. And you'll come out of it being in love with life, with existence, not falling in love, rising in love, consciously moving into love.
And somehow this course also, after I enter this course, can I help somebody also who is maybe sick or like with these meditations that we're doing there?
Yes and no. I mean, the process is not really, it's not really a training